Hi everyone, it's Gail here. I am live with the very first Ignite show of 2022. So I don't normally do them on a Monday, so it's a Monday today. I usually do them at some point on a Thursday, and I thought, you know what, I have just done a live in my mastermind, so I'm all set up, ready to go. My lights are on, I'm ready, and I thought, you know what, I know what I'm going to talk about this week, so I'm just going to do it now while I'm all set up and ready to go. So here I am. Kind of, what's it they say? That's about, blocking your time and focusing on certain things at certain times so that you're not kind of jumping around all over the place from one thing to another. So I'm trying to be efficient with my time. So there you go. There's a little lesson. So today I am talking about, I have a copy of the Ignite journal here in my hands. So today I am talking about something that I have been asked a lot, and I continue to get asked about, and I hear comments on from people as well, and it's all around how to journal. So people will say things to me like, I think journaling would be a good thing for me to do, but I don't know where to start. Or I think journaling would help me, and it sounds like it would be a good use of my time, but I just don't really know how to do it. And I open a journal and I look at the page, and then I'm stuck and I just can't really get going. And so the Ignite journal has been designed with you in mind for that, actually. But I thought what would be good today is just to chat through a typical week when it comes to journaling. And so because the Ignite journal is new, I've actually only just started using it. And I have now completed 1 week's worth of journaling. So I thought I would give you a little insight into my week of journaling, if I can find it, and just share that with you so that it will help you get started. So I just thought I would talk about some of the things that I do, some of the things that I put in my journal, and how I go about it. So when I was thinking about the Ignite journal and kind of reviewing other journals that I had used, what I liked about certain journals, what I didn't like about certain journals, what worked for me when it comes to journals. And I think this is helpful, if you are new to journaling, if you have not journaled before, and if you're not working with a coach and you're not kind of having those sort of like regular provocative questions posed to you, sometimes it can be difficult to just think, right, well, what do I do? Where do I even start with this? And if you are watching me live, I see somebody is watching me live right now. If you're on live with me right now, do drop me a comment, say hello, let me know who it is that's watching, let me know who you are, where you are, what you are up to, how your day is going, and so I can say hi to you. So drop me a comment if you're watching me live, and if you're watching this on replay, #replay, let me know that you have tuned in as well. So if you're not used to journaling, my recommendation is first and foremost to start with a structured journal. Now, what I mean by a structured journal is a journal that is full of prompts. So a journal that will prompt you to stimulate your thinking and to, I guess, help you get started and help you think about, what to write, and just to help you get started. Because sometimes if you're not using a structured journal and you're, maybe just using a blank journal, you open up the journal and, you've got a blank page in front of you, it can be difficult to just get started. So my first recommendation is start with a structured journal. And what I mean by a structured journal is one that is going to prompt and guide you about what to write about. The other thing, it's Nina that's on. Hi, Nina. How are you? Nina is in pain after the booster jab yesterday. Oh, well, I'm glad you've had your booster. That's important. And glad that you've had that done, and hopefully that pain will go away pretty soon. And I've got 2 people on, actually. Leanne is on as well. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Leanne in Surrey, not used to journaling. Well, maybe I'm a dabbler. Maybe a dabbler. So tell me about your dabbling, Leanne. What does that look like typically for you? And hopefully, thank you for tuning in live, and hopefully I'll be able to give you some tips today that will help you. So this is the way that I journal, and this is how I've designed the Ignite journal as well. So with this kind of framework in mind. So the way that you do this is if you think about your week, so you've got 7 days in a week, and this is how I like to think about the week. And I'm going to say that your week starts on a Sunday, which is a little bit, can't think what the word is. Your week doesn't really start on a Sunday. But what I want you to be thinking about is on a Sunday, I want you to be thinking about your week ahead. And so in the Ignite journal, so I'm just going to show you this here. So this is what I wrote in my journal. How well you can see that. There we go. This is what I wrote in my journal last Sunday, right? So last Sunday, I filled in, so it's what I call the weekly overview. And so on a Sunday, I'm basically setting myself up for the week ahead. So I'm thinking about, what's important for me in the week ahead? What do I want to be focused on? What is my intent for the week ahead? So one of the questions I ask in the Ignite journal, or one of the sections in the Ignite journal on a Sunday is, for the weekly setup, is my intention this week is to, and then there's a space to fill in, what my intention is. And so what did I write in that? I wrote, catch up, get a plan together for the year ahead, get clarity on what the focus is, because I was just coming back from about 3 weeks off. My head was all over the place. And I was like, right, I need to get my head back in the game, and I need to really be thinking about, what's my focus. And another section I have in here is my word for the week is. All right, so I don't know if you can see this. Let me show you that again. So over here, let me lean into this. It's like looking in a mirror when I do this, but actually let me do that. It's easier. Fold it over. So you can see here, there we go, that's easier. So up here it says my word for the week is, and I wrote down focus. Focus. My word for the week is focus. And the other thing that I do is I think about, right, what are the 3 things next week that I want to focus on a daily basis? So what am I going to commit to do every day on a daily basis that that is important to me? And I call them the daily diamonds. So you have, every week there are 3 daily diamonds, and my daily diamonds are the 3 things I'm going to do every day in the week ahead. And so my 3 daily diamonds for that week were daily journaling, right? So I'm going to do my journal daily. I'm going to engage in my Facebook group, because I have a free Facebook group and I want to make sure that I'm connecting with people in there. And I was also going to spend time every day in LinkedIn, right? So those were the 3 things. And it's only 3 because we as humans can get our head around 3 things much more easily than if we have 10 things, 5 things, 2 things. Like we cope well when we think in 3s. So I always have 3 daily diamonds. So these are the 3 things I'm going to do every day next week. And then I also have a section, which I didn't fill in completely last week, but I also have a section over here for, just thinking about, each day of the week, what am I thinking about? What am I planning for? It's not a calendar, because I use an online calendar, but it's just things that, so for example, on Monday and Tuesday last week, so I was hosting a masterclass last week. So last week when I was writing in here, I was thinking, right, I need to send another email out about my masterclass, and I've got my masterclass on Tuesday. I need to prep for a committee meeting. It was just things that, were bubbling up and were top of mind for me. And the benefit of writing them down is it gets them, all that bubbling away in your head. It gets that out of your head and down onto paper, so that you can then get some perspective and distance from that, and it stops you getting so stressed, because everything that's bubbling away in here, you get out of your head, you get it on paper, and then you can cope with it, and you can get clarity around it. So that's what I do on a Sunday. The Sunday setup is, what is going to be happening next week? What's my intent? What's my focus? What are my priorities? And I also have in the Ignite journal a little section in here just for brain dumping. So, what's coming up for me? What are some things I want to write down? So I had some stuff going on in my email platform that I use that wasn't quite making sense. So I'd written some notes about that. I'd written a note about what I wanted to do in the Ignite show, which I didn't actually do, but so just a little brain dumping space. And then also in the Ignite journal, every week in your Sunday setup, I have a little inspirational quote. So you get one of them every week. So last week it was, your present circumstances don't determine where you can go. They merely determine where you start. And that was by somebody called Nido R. Cubain. Not actually sure who he is, but it was a good quote, so I put that in. So that's what happens on a Sunday. Sunday is all about, What is the priority going to be for the week ahead? What are you focusing on? And then Monday to Friday, so I'm just going to show you a 2-day spread here. So every day, Monday to Friday, you then get into daily journaling. So there's what my journal looks like. And you can see mine's quite colourful. So I use different coloured pens. I put in stickers. I've got an envelope. So some people have seen this before. Let me just show you this. I've got an envelope here. So here's my envelope, my Lucky Dip envelope. This is full of stickers, right? See all them in there? There we go. Look, full, jam-packed, full of stickers. And every day, I just do a little bit of a Lucky Dip. So I'm just going to do a Lucky Dip here. And, oops, pull better one out. So every day I go in and pull out a sticker. So here's one I've just pulled out. So that one says, stay cool. That's not what I pulled out this morning because it's still in the envelope, but I pull out a sticker every morning. And every morning, Monday to Friday, I'll sometimes do it at the weekend as well. I put that in my journal, and that just acts as additional inspiration for the week ahead. So the ones that I pulled out last week were, so on Monday I pulled out Don't Give Up. So I stuck that down there. And on Tuesday, I had that one there. She believed she could, so she did. She believed she could, so she did. And then on a daily basis, we get into the prompts. So in the Ignite Journal, there are always prompts. Monday to Friday, there's always prompts to get you thinking and focused so that you can stay positive, be thinking about gratitude, be in appreciation. And it just opens up your mind to thinking maybe a little bit differently than you would otherwise. And every day, Monday to Friday, there's a section that says, what are the things that I did really well? And so that it focuses you to think about, what did I do well? Not what did I mess up? What did I do badly? Where did I fail? It's deliberately focused on, what did I do well? Because when you think about what are the things that I'm doing well, it puts you into a much more positive frame of mind, and it helps to reinforce to you, what are the things that I do well? Where am I winning? What are my successes? Where are my strengths? And when you write about that and note that down, and you continue to keep a record of that, it's reinforcing all the time for you the things that you are good at. And when we stand in and really own and acknowledge the things that we are good at, we gain confidence from that. You know, stepping into our strengths allows us to feel and be more confident, because confidence comes from within. So there's always a section in the journal about, what did I do really well? So if you're using, you know, a free-form journal, my recommendation is, think about some specific prompts that you want to ask yourself on a daily basis. So for me, on Monday, so I always have a space for today's affirmation is. So what's my affirmation for today? I am. And on Monday I said, I am focused on what matters most, right? So there we go. There we go. Today's affirmation is, I am focused on what matters most. The mindset. So then there's additional prompts. So the prompts on Monday were, the mindset that will serve me best today is, and I wrote down, making it easy, because I get overwhelmed really easily, and you know, I was trying to do a million things at once, and I'm quite good at finding a complicated way to do things as well. So my mindset, first day back on the 10th of January, could have easily got into overwhelm. My mindset is, I'm making it easy. Whatever I'm going to do today, I'm going to be making it easy. And so then we do that every day. So there's, you know, an affirmation, also 3 non-negotiables. So you've got your daily diamonds that you do at the beginning of the week, but then every day it's like, you know, if I do nothing else today, what are the 3 things that are my non-negotiables? So I had, you know, I had to do prep for my masterclass, final reminders, and I needed to make sure I caught up on my email, because my email had gone bananas while I was on holiday. So affirmation, I'm focused on what is most important, and I am calm and relaxed. That was my affirmation on Tuesday. The value that would serve me best today. So here's another prompt. So I had a prompt in here for Tuesday, and the prompt was, the value that will serve me best today is, and then I wrote down, keep it fun, because fun is one of my values. I want to keep it fun. And then, funnily enough, actually, the prompt after that was, today will be fun because, right? So I had in here, today will be fun because, and I said it'll be fun because I get to do the Inner Leader Masterclass, which was the masterclass that I did last week. And then, you know, again, what did I do really well? So do that at the end of the day. Or The other thing that I recommend doing is, so on a daily basis, you're going to write in your journal, especially if you've got prompts. You can find prompts on, you can Google, journaling prompts. You'll find plenty of prompts online if for things to help you journal. But on a daily basis, I'm thinking about, right, what are the prompts that I'm writing about? But also, when I'm thinking about what did I do really well, what I tend to do is on a daily basis, so not so much on a Monday, but on a Tuesday and for the rest of the week, I'll be writing about, right, okay, what am I going to be doing today? But also, before I even get into that, I reflect on the previous day. So the first thing that I do when I start my journaling in the morning is I look back to the previous day, and that's when I fill in the things that I did really well. So I reflect back on the previous day, and I think about, right, what went well yesterday, what worked, what were my successes, what am I celebrating? And then I write that down, and then that gets me focused on things that are going well, things that are working. And then as I'm starting my day today, I've already reflected on what went well the previous day. And so that gets me into a positive frame of mind as I set up for success in the current day. So, every day I'm looking back the previous day, thinking about what went well, and then I'm setting my intent for that day and using my journaling prompts to really get into a positive frame of mind. And so then I do that every day. So you can see I've filled this in every day. So that's Wednesday, Thursday, and I've always got my little motivational stickers as well. Thursday, I do the same for Friday. And then, so you do that Monday to Friday, and then on Saturday, you then take a step back and you think about, right, I'm going to reflect on the whole week, the week that's just gone by. I set myself up for success. I've journaled every day. I'm going to now review and reflect. And so I've got a page in the diary every week to think about, not the diary, the journal, page every week to really think about what happened in the previous week, what went well, what worked, what have I learned. So that's one of the prompts in the weekly journal, on the weekly reflection page. What do I need to remember? So if there's things that worked really well, I want to make sure that I'm remembering them. So I write them down. What did I enjoy? Because we want to have a joyful life, and we want to lead with joy, and we want to step into our joy. So what did I enjoy about the week gone by? How am I rewarding myself for that? So I might want to celebrate a success or give myself a pat on the back, because, if we don't do that, who else is going to? And I have one little section that says, what's one thing that I will do differently next week? And so that could be just something that I've learned, something that I've been doing that's not working quite well, that I want to tweak or change. And I'll take a note of that. So one thing I want to do differently. And then that's my week. So then I get to Sunday again, and then I'm back into my weekly overview. What's the word of the week? What's my intent? And I start again. And so then I do that the whole week. So starts on a Sunday, getting set up for the week, daily journaling Monday to Friday, with always reviewing what happened the day before and focusing on what went well, and then thinking about the day ahead. And then on a Saturday, reviewing the previous week, and then it all starts again on a Sunday. So that is how I journal every week on a daily basis. And I would love to hear, does that land for you? Does that resonate for you? Would that work for you? Do you have suggestions? Do you what does it look like for you? So Leanne said that you're maybe a dabbler. What have you dabbled with in the past? What has worked for you? What hasn't? How come you haven't stuck with the habit? Because the thing is, when we make this a habit and we make it a daily practice, it really does help us to find a positive perspective, to really get into our appreciation, our gratitude, and to really notice and step into what's working, what is happening, what am I doing that's going well. And it really helps to get us focused, to get clarity, and in particular to get into a positive frame of mind. And when you're in a positive frame of mind, everything else just works so much better. So I highly, highly, highly recommend journaling. If you have never done it before and you want something structured that's going to help you, I highly recommend the Ignite Journal, obviously. There is a link for that in this post. But you can do everything that I've just told you, you can do in you can get a blank notebook and just start. You can find journaling prompts online. The important thing is to just start writing, and as it becomes a habit, find the time of day that works for you. I always journal first thing in the morning because it just helps me get my day set up for success. Some people like to do it in the evening. Some people like to do a little bit of both. Some people like to journal at various points throughout the day. It really, it depends what works for you. I know I like to journal in the morning, and that works for me. But I'd love to hear what does work for you. I'd love to hear what you're trying. I'd love to know if these recommendations are helpful for you. And yeah, just love to know, what does it look like? What's going to work for you? Are you going to try it? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear more. If you're watching this in the vault, because this recording, or when I've got the recording, I'm live at the moment, but when this is the recording is available, it will go into the vault and you'll be able to watch it back there as well. So if you're watching in the vault, there might be a couple of questions for you to do. And yeah, just love to hear what you're saying. So just here, somebody else has got a little comment here. Who is this? This says LinkedIn user. Saw the LinkedIn post with live sessions, so thought I'd tune in for a wee while. 100% agree. A timeline of work and well-being is a great idea. Creates a feel-good factor. Yes, I don't know who that is because it just says LinkedIn user. I don't have your name. But do let me know. And timeline of work and well-being is a great idea. Yeah, and the thing about the timeline is once you get into a regular habit of journaling, the thing is you can then reflect back and look at what did you write and when and what was going on for you, and that in itself gives you a whole different perspective, and it helps you to see, oh yeah, I remember when I did that, and look how far I've come. And it's a great way to do that. Was that Willie? Oh, hi Willie, how are you? Nice to see you on here. Thank you for tuning in. And Leanne is saying, I can start, but then I don't continue. So it's the consistency I lack and struggle with. Maybe I just need to make it simple. Yeah, Leanne, we can all overcomplicate things, right? And when we overcomplicate things, that's when we give up, because it becomes hard, it becomes difficult, it becomes a chore. And the other thing that I like to do when I'm journaling is, and again, you have to find what works for you, but fun is a big value for me, right? So fun is one of my values. And so I like to make my journaling fun. And so that's why, like I was showing you, I don't know if you saw this, I don't know if you were on with me live when I did this, but I have my little sticker, Lucky Dip, and you can see that there. So this envelope, just get rid of this comment so you can see easier. So this envelope, I'm going to open this up, there you go. This envelope is full, jam-packed full of little inspirational stickers, right? So every morning, I just do a little bit of a dip into this, and it's a bit of a potluck to see what comes out. And so let me just pick one out. Here's another one. This is a good one. Look at this. So this one says, your energy, can't see that properly, get my finger out of the way. Your energy introduces you before you even speak. I've read that one before. So your energy introduces you before you even speak. So if you were to pick that out and put it in your journal, and then just have a think about that for a little while, what would that do for you? What would that conjure up? What would you notice as a result? What would it make you think? How would it change your day if you just let that sink in for a little while? So make it fun. I have other, I've got another thing here full of stickers. This is a sticker book. So if you're a stationery geek like me, anything to do with stickers and pens, turn that around. So these are all little stickers that I can, draw on for inspiration. And I really just like making my journal a fun space for me to hang out. And the other thing that I do is I have got loads of pens. Here's a selection of my pens. Right, so I am always I'm looking for different colors, adding stickers. And also the other thing is, I get bored really easily. So I try with this journal, the Ignite journal, which is the journal that I designed, I've deliberately included or deliberately ensured that the prompts on a daily basis Leanne saying, well, get the stickers. Amazon's a great place for stickers. Just search on journal stickers. There's a whole wealth of them on there. I like the creativity. That's the best part. Yep. Me too. And I think that's why I like the different colors as well, and the stickers. And if you've got a journal that's going to prompt you, what's good about that is it stops you from getting bored, because sometimes we give up on something because we get bored with it. We get fed up with it because it's the same every day. And that's certainly true for me. So I have tried different structured journals before, and I've given up on them because I just get bored. I get bored answering the same question in my mind. I get bored contemplating the same things. So I think it's important that you either find journaling prompts online that you can mix up and change up on a daily basis, so you're not constantly thinking about the same things, or get a structured journal that includes variety. And the one, this one does. So every day, I'll just read out some of the prompts in here that might help you. So every day there are different prompts, so I'll just read out some. So on this particular day, and this is undated as well, so you can start whenever you want. This one says, today I will stay focused by, and then you get to fill that in. Balance for me is, right? Because the thing about balance is, if we don't define it for ourselves, like we're never going to have it, because balance is a goal, it's a choice. So you need to decide, what balance do you want in your life? What does that look like? And then when you know what it looks like for you and what you want to create in terms of balance, you can start making it happen. I am empowered to. Another prompt. What am I empowered around? One small step towards my biggest goal is. It is important to me that. I am learning that. Me time is important, and today I will. Today I want ... right? So this is the thing. It's about, if you're finding that you've not stuck to it, ask yourself, why is it that I'm not sticking to my journaling practice? What's stopping me journaling? Am I benefiting from journaling? And what's stopping me continuing it? And often, certainly for me anyway, it's because I get bored. I get bored with it. And so then I give up on it and don't stick to it. But I know that when I journal on a daily basis, particularly in the mornings, that my day just goes a whole lot better. I'm in a much better frame of mind. I'm more positive. I'm better to be around, right? Because I'm happy, and I don't know. I'm calmer. I'm more focused. I've got more clarity. I'm more planned and considered, versus just kind of jumping into things and following the shiny object, which I'm quite good at doing as well. So when I journal, it just, and especially if I journal before I jump into my work day, so I start journaling and focus on that before I check my email, and because it just gives me a different perspective. So have a bash, see how you get on with it. I'd love to know what you do, if this works for you, and if that will help you get into a little bit of a journaling habit. So let me know what you do. I'd love to hear from you if this is helpful. And that's it for today. So I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Enjoy the stickers, Leanne. I hope you like them. Let me know what ones you find. Love to know. And if you find any good ones, do let me know, because I'm always on the lookout for stickers. So if you find some good ones, let me know where you get them. All right. Take care. Bye. Oh, I just seen another question there from Nina before I hang up. Thank you. We'll give it a go and look at your links. Nina saying, where can I find the journal section in the vault? So there's no particular journal section in the vault, Nina. There's, when you say the journal section, I'm not sure what you mean by that. I don't have a specific section in the vault on journaling, but there is the Journal for Joy. We're doing Journal for Joy in my free group this month. So we started on the 1st of January. We're doing that all of this month. So you'll find all of the journaling prompts and all the things to think about for daily journaling in the free group. Every day there's a new prompt, so you can check that out. That might help you, Nina, but there's no there's no I don't think there's no specific section in the vault on journaling. Leanne saying thank you. We'll give it a go and look at your links. Fantastic. Let me know if you have any questions. And Willie's saying my diet and exercise program will go all the better. Good luck with that. Right, that is it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for listening. Hope that was helpful. And I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.